Yo, what's up with religious leaders and all this weapon stuff? They preach peace, but they quiet about weapons being made. Kinda sus, right? Like, shouldn't they be the first ones saying, nah man, put down the guns, pick up a book? We're talking Christianity, Judaism, Islam, the big leagues. They got millions saying peace out, but these weapons keep getting made. Where's the outrage? Where's the fire and brimstone speeches against building things meant to kill? It's a head-scratcher, man. These guys are supposed to be morally sound, right? Leading us to the promised land and all that. But when it comes to weapons, they silent as a church mouse on a Sunday morning. Maybe they got their reasons. Maybe it's complicated, or maybe, just maybe, there's more to this than meets the eye. Let's dig in. Let's be real, money talks. And sometimes it shouts. These religious institutions, they ain't exactly hurting for cash. Big buildings, fancy robes, private jets. That stuff ain't cheap. Now where does some of that money come from, you ask? Well, let's just say the weapons industry is a generous donor. Donations, investments, you name it. There's a whole lot of overlap between the people making money off war and the people preaching about peace. And it ain't just about the money either. These leaders, they get protection too. Governments, the military, they often see these religious figures as, shall we say, useful allies. Keep them on your good side and you got a direct line to millions of potential voters, soldiers, whatever you need. So yeah, it's a cozy relationship. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But in the meantime, people are dying. And that's where things get really messed up. While these leaders are chilling in their ivory towers, the world is hurting. We're talking about preventable diseases, poverty, lack of education. Problems that could be solved if we just redirected some of that weapon money. Imagine if, instead of building another tank, we built a school. Instead of funding another drone strike, we funded a hospital. Just think about the lives we could save, the future we could build. But nah, that's not how it works. We'd rather spend trillions on weapons to kill each other than a fraction of that on helping each other. And these religious leaders, they silent, they complicit. So, you gotta ask yourself, do they really care about human welfare? Or are they just playing their part in a system that benefits them, even if it means turning a blind eye to the suffering of millions? Now I'm from Africa, and let me tell you, we know a thing or two about being exploited. For centuries, outsiders have been coming to our continent, taking our resources and leaving us with nothing but crumbs. And you know what? Religion has often been a tool in that exploitation, used to control us, to pacify us, to make us accept our fate. But it's time for that to change. Africa, we need to wake up. We need to stop looking to others for answers, whether it's religious leaders, politicians, or anyone else. We need to take control of our own destiny. We have the resources, we have the talent, we have the spirit. It's time to stand up, to speak out, to demand better. It's time for Africa to rise and claim its rightful place in the world. And we can't do that if we're beholden to anyone, religious or otherwise.